Hi, it's Liz. Um, okay, so I am currently fundraising, like trying to raise money to supplement my SNAP benefit that I lost due to being displaced, and then also to get my car tags because they're like expired twice, and get car insurance, and then get my car, like gassed and ready to drive the commute from where we currently are sheltered to where her school is, which is like a 45-minute commute. And I need to get that done before school starts the first week of September, or I lose my parenting time with my kid because I'm a 45-minute drive away from her school. Which brings up the other thing that I'm going to be fundraising for after I raise the money for my car, which is to get myself sheltered again, me and my kid sheltered in her school district or as close as possible, so that I don't have this commute and I'm not losing out on my benefits. It's really important for me and Josephine to have, like, it would be October, November, and December that I'm going to be fundraising for those 3 months. And it's going to be a large sum because a short-term furnished rental in her school district is going to be at least $2,000 a month. Like, that's just what it's going to be. But it's really important that we have this opportunity to be together and to be, like, sheltered close to her school and in a place that we can get back to our own, like, pre-established routines and our sense of, like, safety. For one, it's been a horribly traumatic year, and then a horribly traumatic year before that, and a horribly traumatic year before that. Like, we're a solid 3 years into just non-stop awfulness. Both her nervous system and my nervous system, like, deserve a rest. We deserve a break. Like, even if I end up living in my car on the other side of this 3 months, which I don't think that I will, but even if I do, it's still going to be worth it for us to have had this opportunity, because we will have been together feeling safe for 3 months in our own space again, just the two of us together. It's really hard for a mother and a child to be in a kind of like roommate or a situation with people that you don't know, where you don't have a pre-established relationship with, where it isn't like the choice of the caregiver for a number of reasons. So that's why it's really important for me and Josephine to, like, emotional safety reasons. Like, quite frankly, being around me as a mom is really triggering for people who have mother wounds. It's really triggering for her dad. It's really triggering for my mom. It's the reason that I am abused so much by her dad is because I love my kid so much. And so me and Josephine need to be in a space where I can just love her and nobody's going to get triggered. And we deserve that. Second reason why it's so important that we get this shelter for the last 3 months of the year is because my art upcycle business, I lost all of my inventory, all of my art supplies, absolutely everything when I moved into my car in October last year. Or November, sorry, when I moved into my car in November of last year. I lost absolutely everything, like, so much inventory, you guys, so, like, bins of inventory, of dyed, painted stuff, and my wooden hanging mixed media paintings, and, like, just and my dyes, and my dye kits, like, all my pots and bins and stuff that I had, customized to myself. Like, I lost our beds, I lost everything, I lost my life. And I was trying to go to markets, and I was in a boutique, and I was trying to get into more, and it was really hard because I was doing upcycle clothing, because I was focused on clothes. And I did other stuff too, but the clothes was my main focus. And the thing about clothes is that there's only one person who can, and them being one of one art pieces and my style being so distinctive and so unique, it's just really hard to find your target customer. And, you work so hard on this one thing and then it can only be sold once, So the cool thing about what I've been doing with the small inventory that I got back that I dyed, and I was going to resell it just as one of one upcycle pieces, and then I decided to cut all of that stuff up and to use the fabric to make magnets and wallflowers, and I'm going to start making murals, and I want to start making bracelets and like hanging car air fresheners and bookmarks. All of these things are easy to ship. They are broadly used by many people, and they're easy to vend. I don't have to iron everything, load it into the car, put it on hangers, and then, put it back into bins to load it in the car. It's so much easier for me to set up a table. It's so much easier for me to ship this stuff. It's so much easier for me to pack up my car with this stuff. Even if I do have to move back into my car with my upcycle business in the, whatever the setup that it is now, is that it's I'm gonna have one red cooler with all of my upcycle stuff in it. That's where it's all gonna be that. I'm already planning on moving back into my car in October also. That, if that happens, I am planning for it, and I'm setting up the business to go back into my car with me. I'm not, I am in no way, shape, or form am I giving up. That's not happening. But I do need to re-strategize, because where I am staying right now isn't sustainable for a number of reasons. I need help getting to where I want to be. Yes, if you help me now, you might come back on the internet days later and see me asking for help again. I'm a human being. I have ongoing survival needs. We don't help people just to shut them up, or to, it's not okay, well, now stop. I don't want to ever hear about that from you ever again because I helped you, or I gave that person something, so they should, that is taken care of. That's not how life works. That's not how needs work. That's not how restorative justice works. That's not how care works. We help people until they're helped, until they don't need help anymore, And I'm not saying that everyone who sees my video ever has to help me. No one has to help me. No one has to do anything. It's all voluntary. And, I am working every day to keep myself alive and keep my heart alive, to keep my inner children alive, to keep Liz, alive. Not just, living, but alive in my body. And that means that's very meaningful work. A lot of people don't look at that as meaningful work, but it is very meaningful work. It is very important. And I'm not going to stop doing that work. And I'm not going to stop growing my art business either. And so my art business is now really in a place where I can grow it, just me. I can do this. But I need some help. One, I need a place to live that's not a 45-minute drive to get my kid to school. And I need a car to be able to do that. And I need, some more art supplies. And I need some energetic encouragement, So, yeah, I'll be talking about this more. This is going to be an ongoing, me surviving and building my art business. And, that's always going to be the topic around here, guys, And yeah. you know, my heart is pretty much always breaking because of the cruelty of this society. And the thought of losing my parenting time with my kid is gutting to me, you know? But I am really excited about the direction that I'm going with my magnets and my wall decor and all the other ideas that I have for the fabric scraps that I have right now. Like, I don't need to dye anything else, and I can make so much stuff. I have the capacity to make so much cool shit. With this fabric scraps that I have right now, I just need like $200 worth of other stuff, worth of other kinds of supplies, and I will be set to expand my product offerings through, you know, 3 different categories. And that accomplishment and the fact that I have not stopped pursuing that is huge, gigantic, spectacular, wonderful, incredible, amazing, affirming, you know, grounding, gives me hope. I can hook into that hope, you know, that, because that data and that hope, like that data aligns with hope. I can see that working out in my brain, and my brain is fucking skeptical as fuck, you know. So yeah, I guess I'm just checking in. Yeah, I'm just checking in. And I'm so scared, you know, I'm so scared of what's to come. I'm not giving it, I'm not scared in a way that's going to make me give up or make me change the way that I move, or go back to any of my abusers. Just scared in a way that, you know, I feel like my heart's going to get broken again, you know. And mostly I'm just scared about losing my parenting time with my kid because I love her so much, and it's gonna, like, I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to have to tell her that again. I hate telling her that, you know. And, like, I know I talk about this all the time, because it fucking hurts all the time. But having to see the person who's responsible for all of this, you know, on a regular basis, and having them fucking gaslight me and just pretend like they didn't do anything, and all of this is totally normal and this is totally okay. Like, I cannot describe to y'all how fucking like, it's just, it's like, it's a feeling I cannot explain. It's like, because it's like rage, it's heartbreak, it's frustration, it's like it's, you know, my justice sensitivity is like atomic, you know. Yeah. So I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to not die, man. You know, so thank you for being here and witnessing me not die, you know. And if you take nothing else from engaging with my content, I hope that you find more compassion in your heart for yourself and for people who are experiencing manufactured poverty. And I hope that you are, like, connecting the dots between the how, you know, like, violence isn't just somebody getting punched in the face. Poverty is violence, y'all, you know. Abandonment is violence. But care is really cool. So, you know, that's why I like it so much, because it's cool. Okay? Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Talk soon. Bye.